It's your girl Rennie Loc with another episode of This by the Bitch podcast. I want to thank all my viewers and my subscribers for tuning in to the previous episode. We got a special guest in the building with us tonight. Go by the name of Ben. Hey, Ben.
How you doing?
I'm saying right.
Yeah, BenTheBarber.
BenTheBarber, yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, okay, tell us a little bit about yourself. Start from the very start. Like, where you from, city and state, and everything like that.
Well, I'm from Janesville, Wisconsin. It's like a little small town. You probably never heard of it. It's in between Chicago and Milwaukee. So,
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it cracking out there?
My little town just like a little small town. It ain't really too much going on there. Just a casual little working town.
A lot of blacks?
It's a little bit.
Oh,
the town over from my town got a little more blacks.
Oh, okay.
Got a lot more. And
you look like you mixed with a little bit something. What you mixed with?
Yeah, I'm black and white.
Oh, okay. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Over there. So I'm like, right. You gotta make some babies. But yeah, okay. So it's a little small town. Okay.
Yeah.
I know some people that came up out of there. Basketball. Who came up out of Milwaukee?
Out of Milwaukee? I ain't gonna say a lot to you. I don't know. We got the Bucks. We got the Packers out in our state. Beyond that, it ain't too many people in our state that's really like big known like that. It ain't too many people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, okay, so you that's where you born and raised in
Milwaukee? Well, no, I'm from Janesville. So
yeah.
I done grew up a lot of different places. Like I lived in St. Louis, East St. Louis. Okay. But I'm from Wisconsin. That's mainly where I've been my whole life.
So what age did you leave out of Wisconsin?
Back and forth, I done left a few times. I was there up till probably 2nd grade. And then came back in 6th grade through 6th through 9th. And then left back to St. Louis up till 11th grade. Came back senior year in Wisconsin. Okay. And then I came out here in 2019.
Oh, 2019.
Yeah, right before COVID, September.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, yeah, you young.
Yeah.
I get a lot of young motherfucking guests in here.
You look younger than me.
I'm 35 years old. I'm old.
Okay, you still young, though.
Oh, damn.
You still young, though.
Thank you. But yeah, okay, so where you finish your high school at?
I finished high school in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. So when did you get the thought of even trying to do barber, cut hair?
I mean, I've been cutting my own hair since, because I would move back and forth from my mama's house to my daddy's house, right? So when I go to my mama's house, she would take me to the barbershop. Or sometimes, dude she knew or something would come by and cut my hair. And then, when I be at my dad's house, he would never take you to no barbershop. He would cut your hair himself.
Right.
So then after a while, I get tired of him cutting my hair. He cut one sideburn off, leave the other one. So then I go in there and try to cut my own hair. And it was I already drew. I was good at drawing, so I would be sitting there carving on my little brother's head and cut my neighbor's hair. So really, it was just some stuff I was doing as a hobby.
What do you mean you was drawing? So you put
the designs.
You draw on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I can draw good on paper, and then I go draw with the clippers on people's head.
Wait, so wait. So you put the clappers. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Okay.
You know, put the little logos in there, carve them in there, cut them all over.
Okay, yeah, like the Jordan Man, basketball.
Yeah.
Nike sign.
Yeah.
Nike sign was your popular one? What was your popular design? They kind of was damn, that's tight.
I ain't gonna lie, I had some people ask for the Bulls logo. The Bulls logo, I did it a few times, but that was hard.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I was well, the worst thing about doing designs is sometimes in your head, you I don't think this look good. But the client be happy for some reason because they just be happy to see something in their head.
Hope nobody tell that motherfucker, my nigga, somebody fucked up on your shit.
Yeah, I'd be oh shit, I hope he gonna like this. Because the problem sometimes in your head, you run out of ideas. So you get to swerve and go in different direction and you I don't know if this gonna look too good.
Right.
But the clients, they ain't complaining. So I was...
Do your hand, not to cut you off, do your hand ever cramp up?
Nah, but only thing it do now is when it's real cold, my hands start hurting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how many you first started? When you first started, I forgot.
2010. That's when I started cutting people hair, regular people hair. Okay. Not my friends.
Regular people hair.
No, I'm saying, before that, I would cut my hair and just a couple of my friends.
Was you kind of scared when you started doing the public hair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once I started. It was, but I sort of finessed it so I ain't have to be too nervous because I would just pass on my cards to people who had haircuts that I knew I could do.
So what was your prices at the beginning?
$5.
Oh yeah, you had to give them that $5.
Yeah.
If you give them $30, if you ask for $30, gave that nigga a $2 haircut, boy, I tell you, like, motherfucker. First of all, I could got this for free. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie, the $5 is crazy, right? $5 so cheap from where I'm at right now, right? But I'll be honest, at the $5, it was like I was giving damn near like the best work I could, and you still might not get paid.
Right.
A nigga might get his hair cut at the end, be like, hey, I gotta pay you on the first.
Right.
You be like, $5? A nigga gonna pay you on the first.
Right.
I'm talking about.
So it's hard.
Yeah, I'm talking about at the beginning. And one thing I learned is that no matter what your price is, somebody gonna try you.
Right.
It don't matter if your price low or if your price high. Ain't nobody trying to pay the price. Right. Yeah, but them $5 days, I did that for about 2 years. Like, yeah, so like coming to where I'm at right now, like where I'm from, haircuts was only like $10, $15 at first. So $5 wasn't too bad, but I felt like I wasn't no professional. I ain't working no barbershop. Right. So I ain't had no license. Yeah, I'm thinking the hood. There ain't nobody finna pay me that much money. And at the same time, I ain't really need no money. You know, when we was young, all we needed a couple dollars to go to the store. Right. We ain't really need no money. We ain't had no bills like that. So how was your holidays? Like, you was selling out? I mean, you was like cutting like crazy? Oh, it's jumping. Because, you know, like in a regular neighborhood, you know, like everybody come around Christmas. Everybody come to Thanksgiving. It's a difference. When I'm in LA, I ain't gonna lie, me being a mobile barber, and I when I first came here, I worked in West Hollywood. West Hollywood really ain't cutting the locals. You know what I'm saying? Local LA people don't really go to West Hollywood unless they just going to buy something. Right. Yeah, let's jump a little bit. Forward. About the LA. When you got to LA, because I was reading something on your page, and you was like, you started out here, like you didn't have no family out here and stuff. Like, give us a little briefer. Yeah, so when I first came out here, I had flew out here like, I always wanted to come to LA because I didn't play Grand Theft Auto so much. I thought LA, and I ain't gonna lie, as an out of town person, you know, that's the first thing we ever knew about Cali was playing Grand Theft Auto. So you thinking it's probably the rawest place in the world you ever seen. So then when I came, it looked just like it. It do? Yeah, it looked just like it. So it's like, I couldn't find downtown on there. Huh? I don't know. You said you couldn't find downtown? Yeah, I used to play that game just to drive. I used to go. I didn't play no missions. The missions I was playing, I was getting shot up and killed. And I was going to the hospital a lot. I'm like, fuck. I needed to go see the houses and stuff like that and just put in the garage. But like it's different, I guess, probably for me, because when I talk to people that's from here, their perspective different than mine. So like, I'm coming from a small town. Like we got little farms, cornfields, like, you know, factory jobs. I come out here, I go to Melrose, Fairfax, you know, on some tourist stuff. I come hit the spots, I go look at the Nipsey Hussle Square, I go look at that stuff, and I'm just running around like a tourist, just going to see every little thing, riding around. And I'm getting out here, I go to Melrose, Fairfax. I never seen famous people in my whole life. I never seen expensive clothes like this my whole life. So I come here, I'm like, damn, they paying this much for some shoes? Right. And what really made me want to move out here, because at first I come, I'm looking at barbershops, and a lot of the barbershops was charging like $30, $40 that I was seeing. And I'm charging $30, $40 in Wisconsin at this time. Like my price had rose. So I'm like, I don't think this shit gonna work. I'm like, I don't know how they are surviving to live out here because the rent was so high. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how they living out here. So I'm asking barbers, like, how y'all do it out here? Like, y'all prices. Damn near set up tents and shit outside and try to get some goddamn housing around this bitch. Right. For real. Some people, half the people ain't homeless. They just do it because they know they're going to be homeless in a minute. Yeah, they trying to think ahead. And people tell me about roommates. Like, we don't have roommates where I'm from. I never seen roommates before. Yeah, so I'm like, I was discouraged. So then my cousin tell me, like, go check out this barbershop. So I go see this barbershop, and I go in, I'm talking to the barber, and I'm like, bro, how y'all live out here? He like, what you mean? I'm like, y'all charge damn near the same price I charge, and my rent only $650 where I'm from, and y'all rent like 4 times that. He said, how much you charge? I said, like, $30, $40. He said, I charge $100. My eyes lit up. I never heard nobody say they charge $100 for no haircut. I said, $100? He said, yeah, $100. His client like, yeah, I get my haircut every week. I said, ooh. Yeah. I'm looking at the cut. The cut was cool, but it wasn't nothing I couldn't do. Right. So I'm like, shit, if he get it, I can get it. Right. So that one really made me think, okay, it's a possibility. And then I walk down the street, I see the rapper Gunplay. And I asked him, I said, I can get a picture with you. So I just took a picture with my little brother with him. So then I'm like, where you going to? He said, you going to the barbershop that was in front of us. I said, you finna go in and get your hair cut? I said, oh yeah, I'm finna go work over here at this barbershop.
Right.
So I was, in my mind, I put it in my mind, like, when I come back to LA, I'm gonna come work at that barbershop because I seen a rapper going there. I'm like, that's the only way I could catch a rapper.
Right.
So I ended up going back. I'm still scared. I go back to my city for like 2 years. I'm thinking about moving to LA, but I just keep putting it off. So finally, it was just like, it's crazy. Like, you see how you don't let me come on your podcast. You know, you done shown love. You don't know me, but you done shown love. You get way more love in a city where you're not from.
Yeah.
So like in my city, like I'm known, I'm popping, I'm successful, but I also not, it's very hard for me to work with other people because a lot of people look at it like we competition.
Right.
So it got to points where there's limits in my business because it got to the point where I needed to expand past me, where I needed employees. And a lot of times it's hard to get people to respect me being young, being black, getting them, for them to look at me like a boss like they would somebody else. And it was like, it was just getting so hard. I was like, man, I might as well take my money and just, if I'm gonna do it by myself, I might as well go to the biggest city in the world and just go do it by myself. So that's when I jumped out here. I got to that barbershop. I was thinking it was gonna be sweet. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be lit.
Right. So when you got out here, nobody you knew.
No, nobody.
Not
I ain't know nobody.
Internet motherfucker.
Nah, nobody.
You just came, not no girl or nothing.
Nah, I just saved me some bread.
So you did that starter kit back.
Yeah, I saved me some bread. And I got in that U-Haul and drove over here. It was 30 hours. Drove over here. Well, I had flew out prior to. I flew out like a week ahead and went and looked at some places to stay. And that's when I found a place to stay. Yeah, and then it was still like uncomfortable because the first place I stayed was like $2,700, and one from my house was $650 with a 2-bedroom house with a garage. So coming out here, it's like the rent jumping to $2,700. That's a lot to me.
Hell yeah, that's a lot. What the fuck? I want to throw this drink on you, but I thought about it.
Yeah.
But,
so I jump out here. I get out here. It's slow. The barbershop got too many barbers. There's 17 barbers in there. Ain't no walk-ins coming in like that.
Right.
I'm thinking it's gonna be sweet. So I end up hitting the pavement with them business cards. And I ain't gonna lie, I did end up catching off that location. Like off that sidewalk, I ended up passing out some cards. I met this little, I didn't know who he was. At first I came out, it was gonna be funny. I ain't look like this. Like, I used to wear dress clothes when I first came out here.
Oh, okay.
So I came out with dress clothes because in my city it's sort of like segregated. Like, not 100%, but like white people stick to themselves, black people stick to themselves. And it's sort of like black barbershop, white barbershop. But I knew at some point in time I wanted to make my barbershop to where I had different types of clients. So I put the dress clothes on just to get people to come give me an opportunity. So it was working in my city. So I came out here, I didn't know what it was gonna be like. So then I got here and like, I'm not fitting in. I got these dress clothes. I'm on Melrose, Fairfax, everybody fly. I ain't fitting in at all. So
who said dress clothes wasn't fire?
It wasn't that it ain't nice looking, but it didn't fit the environment. Yeah. It didn't fit the environment. Yeah, so I'm out there just trying to shoot my shot. I don't know nobody I don't know nobody. So I see these two dudes, they looking fly. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm approach them because I don't want them to feel like I'm on no bullshit. So I go up to them, I'm like, hey, bro, look, I know y'all probably whoop my ass, but look, I don't want no smoke. I just want to cut y'all hair. I'm like, they start laughing. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm a barber. I just moved out here from Wisconsin. If y'all need a barber, holler at me. So dude like, yeah, we was just looking for a barber. I ain't no dude. One of them was a rapper. His name like Tyler Yahoo or something like that. And they like, yeah, we're going to call you tomorrow. So they hit me up the next day. They like, hey, we need a house call. I'm like, all right, I slide. So I get there and it was for this other rapper named Ski Master Slump God. Not
to cut you off, you wasn't nervous about pulling up on like people, strangers?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, to be honest, it's probably because I'm from a small town, right? So we don't really got too much crazy stuff going on. So my mind wasn't just assuming something bad. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted it. I wanted it so bad, I ain't really had time to be worrying about all that. You know, I'm coming out here, I'm riding past homeless people. I never seen homeless people before. So every day, you gotta think, I only got a little bit of money in my pocket. A lot of money from where I'm from is a little money out here. So every day I'm riding past homeless people, I'm scared. I got 3 kids and my little brother that I'm taking care of.
So you already had 3 kids already before, okay.
So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I got a lot of people to take care of. I ain't got time to be scared. Like, I gotta go get it. So to me, it was like, shit, I'm jumping on the opportunity. I ain't here to be nervous about nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. You know, you pushed yourself, and I'm glad you did it because look where you at now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So your first, so you start doing celebrities, right? So your first celebrity, you have cut was who?
The first celebrity. Well, it was one more before that. In that barbershop, I had cut Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom didn't have no hair.
Yeah, he just got a smooth ball head.
He's got a smooth ball head. You was happy. But you taking pictures like, look, Lamar Odom.
Yeah, I took some pictures. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. So how much you charged him? Because you didn't charge him your regular price. You said this is Lamar Odom. Fuck it. I'm gonna charge you motherfucker $250.
At the barbershop, he was just charging a regular paying at whatever that price was at the barbershop, like $50, $60, whatever the price was at that barbershop. Okay. When he was having me come to his house and like going on set to he was on TV show Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. He was giving me $100. Okay. But when I went to go cut the celebrity Ski Mask Slump Guide.
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to Google him.
They make like a different type of rap. Like this is a different type of audience. So when I went and cut his hair, I was charging them hourly. At first, I didn't know what to charge out here.
And you was doing as slow as you can, huh?
Yeah, because no, it wasn't that. But I was charging like how long it's going to take me to drive to your house. Right. And then I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to probably be there like an hour. And then how long it's going to take to get back.
You done stopped at McDonald's and everything on your way. Like you done turned your meter on like a taxi driver.
Run the minutes up. For real. Because my goal with this, I'm like, I got to make it at least as much as I made in my city. Right. So I had to figure out how much was I making an hour in my city. Right. So at least I got to charge that much here.
So it really you really have to, like, it's an hour cut? I thought a cut was like 30 minutes or less. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'll be honest though, when you cutting somebody, right, that first off, it's like this, right? I'm trying to make every haircut count. Right. I ain't got time for errors. So it's like, I could come in and cut your hair quick. I can come in and do you a quick one. But now, if I cut your hair quick, you're not going to be confident. You're going to be sitting there looking in the mirror. Did he mess up this? Did he mess up that? If I take my time and focus, you're going to think, man, he took my time. My haircut must be well done. So for me, I'd rather not rush because it's all about how you feel. Mm-hmm. Like a haircut, think about it. Like when you think about a haircut or a cut, right? You only want to spend so much money on a haircut or a cut. But the experience, people don't have no price on it. Mm-hmm. So like when you take your time and you build customer service to somebody and you ain't rushing, now a person feel like it's a little more valuable. Then it's convenience you coming to them. So it's like you sort of can wiggle the price margin. Mm-hmm. Versus if I come in and give you a quick one, you looking at me like a regular barber, like you just came in and cut me a quick. That's going to make you not even want to pay me like that because you're going to think it ain't take them that long.
Right. So what was your biggest tips that you like earned from?
I had cut the first time, the first biggest one I got was from Lil Baby. Mm-hmm. So I had cut Lil Baby up. I ended up giving him a ride to the music video set. I hadn't asked for the money yet. So he called me in the middle of the day. He like, hey, I need to cut. I had like 2 clients at the time because during COVID, it was real busy for me. So I tell him, it's still good? Okay. So I tell him,
we both looked up like,
nah, it's just the feeling changed.
The whole vibe. I'm like, shit, we done heard the whole, like a modem came in the boat. Yeah. But we can go.
No, that's all right.
We good if it's still going.
Yeah, so. Okay, back.
Lil Baby.
Run it back. Okay, so Lil Baby called, and I'm busy that day. I got like 2 clients, but first he hit me on Instagram. So he hit me on Instagram. It popped up as The Kid or something like that. Because that's like his second. You know how you got 2 names on Instagram? Yeah. So I'm thinking, who is it? I just see The Kid in the blue chat. Yeah. So I click on it. Then I click on the page. I'm like, damn, that's Lil Baby. You know, I never imagined no celebrity jumping in my DM. Most of them I was getting them off the sidewalk.
But how did he get in contact with you? Somebody referred him?
By that time, I had already been cutting a good amount of celebrities. Like I had already became Kevin Gates' barber. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people already sort of knew who I was to a degree, and I was starting to get momentum. So I don't know if he heard from somebody else or if he just typed in LA barbers and I popped up. But so he called. I passed him my number on Instagram, so he ended up calling me. He like, I need a cut right now real quick. I'm like, I got 2 clients. I can get you right after. He like, man, I'll pay you extra. He's like, just come now. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to go because I already wanted to cut his hair. And
so I ain't finna argue.
I ain't finna argue with you.
Shit, let me drink to this.
I ain't gonna lie. When you get that opportunity, you gotta get it.
So them 2 clients wasn't big as
man, they was good clients, but I ain't gonna lie.
So did you lose
I needed
them?
That.
Did you lose them?
No, I ain't lose them.
Okay, then you like, motherfucker, I gotta go take this. It's a big ass bag. You know my rent too goddamn high out here. I gotta go.
Hey, I needed it.
You gotta come with all these excuses.
Because it's like, you know, this is a.
Did you at least offer them a free haircut?
Man, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you the good thing though. Like, listen, I never did appointments, right? Mm-hmm. So what I had was a list. I just had a list of people that had already called me. I was just hitting people in the order they called me. So they didn't have no designated time. They knew they was getting cut. Mm-hmm. They just knew they was gonna be up soon. So I just really just moved him on the list and then just got them right after. So it wasn't too crazy.
Oh, okay, good.
But at the same time, I'll be honest, it was during COVID. Everybody had money, so I was lit at that time. Mm-hmm. So it was like, if they didn't come to me, I don't care. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifice for the things you want.
Right.
And I was looking at it from perspective like, I'm building relationships with people that might be able to help me get somewhere I want to go.
Right.
And so I ended up going to cut his hair. I ended up taking him to his music video set.
And you dropped the nigga off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got the baby. I need that bag.
Yeah.
Baby, matter of fact, come on, give me everything you got. Give me the key to your car. You ready?
Yeah. So I take him to the set. He get to counting out some money. Mm-hmm. He put the money on my little little armrest. I ain't even want to touch it because I'm like, I don't even want to look at it till he leaves.
Yeah. You want to see thirsty?
Yeah. I just want to play it off cool.
Play it off like you that. Yeah, play it off like, I got it.
I end up grabbing the money and counting when he get out.
420s right there. You would have been mad at him for this motherfucker.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'd have just took it though. I'd have been like, you know what, it's cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully he called me back. We're gonna make something work. But it was $1,500. Now I'm like, I come from $5 haircut, so to see $1,500. It's like I just hit the lotto.
Hell yeah, $50.
So like that was the first time. And then Kevin Gates, like I've been consistently cutting his hair since I pretty much moved out here. Mm-hmm. I caught him maybe like 3 weeks after I got here because I cut that dude ski mask I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. And then his manager ended up referring me to Alamo Records. Mm-hmm. And they signed, that's who Rod Wave is signed to. So I ended up going to cut Rod Wave hair for the music video Cuban Links with Kevin Gates. Mm-hmm. And then when I was there, that's when I met Kevin Gates. And they invited me to go on tour with them.
Oh, okay.
So then I met a couple of celebrities, other celebrities. I cut their hair.
So you was on tour barber.
Yeah, I was on tour.
So how did you like that?
It was a different experience. It was something I never imagined before because I never thought, like I'm from a small town. We just work in barbershops. So it was different. It was you going from different cities every day. It's like one day is travel day, the next day you had a show. You know, a lot of times you just sitting behind set, you just sitting up there set up because we be at the venues from 11 in the morning till all the way till night. So sometimes you just be sitting there. I ain't gonna lie, he would get his haircut like every other day though. So
damn, that's why motherfuckers should be receiving and gone. They just want to keep on touching up that like, bitch, a hair didn't grow right there yet. A string didn't even grow.
That is a problem sometimes. If you do cut somebody's hair too much. Because every time you hitting it, it do end up being too crispy.
All you do is just say, let me act like I'm finna cut this thing. I'm just gonna put the clippers on this motherfucker. Yeah. I really didn't cut no hair off because nigga, I do not want you to be receiving and you gonna blame that shit on me because you want your hair cut every day. But okay, so I know your pussy rate went up, right? Like females throwing themselves at you.
At certain seasons, it did have a little bit of.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I jumped on your page and I said I almost did, but not because of you. I was just playing. Let me stop joking because you know. But yeah, I'm drinking, y'all. But look, so I know it went up because
it did change the way people look at you. Cause I will say that like it's a thing like. If you just normal, if people just see you as normal, you could be normal successful. Normal successful is without fame.
Right.
Once you attach to fame or successful people do perceive you different.
Exactly. Like because the reason why I say that is because you said you went on tour. Yeah. And you know when people on tour, there's a lot of girls standing right where the tour bus is and ready to give up some pussy. Yeah. You know, because I got famous for it. Like, you know, I just don't explore them like that. Yeah. But, you know, I be hearing and seeing shit. And I'm like, damn, that's
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like, you know, and especially being with Kevin Gates, his presence is so strong with certain crowds of people that just you being on his team, your value go up. You know what I'm saying? Your value go up. Because you got so many people who they just want to be a part of something. Exactly. Some of them trying to figure out how they can get close to something.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you do have that to where it's like, it's a different way you're getting treated.
Yeah, so have you ever feel like, you know, one of the fans or whatever tried to use you just to get next to who you be with?
I ain't gonna lie.
Your clients?
They'll try it a little bit, but I'll be honest, it don't really be the fans. You know who it be?
Who it be?
When you become famous, or not, let's say around famous people are successful, it be your family and friends. Oh, yeah. It be the people that like you grew up around that try to use.
Know that. Shit,
that really be the main thing.
I talk about that shit all day. I'm so watered down off that. I ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
But I swear I don't. So
everybody else will try to, like, you know, they might inquire, hit you up like, hey, can you show Kevin this? Can you do da-da-da-da? But they don't be too aggressive with it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be one weirdo super fan every now and then. Mm-hmm. But it don't be too crazy.
Yeah, it don't be too crazy. Because you know how to treat them. You already know, like...
Yeah, I'm real respectful, though. I ain't gonna lie to one thing. Like, when people do DM me, I do reply back to them until they get to do being too extra. If they be too extra, then I just...
What is too extra to you?
Messaging every day. Messing every 5 minutes. Right. Sending you long paragraphs like they talking about they crying and crazy stuff. Can you just tell them I love them? Just tell them.
Wow. Do they be thinking that you some type of kin to him because like you probably can go favor him a little bit?
Yeah, people thought we was related.
Oh, okay. So what is the people that you like gain for your clients that you gain like celebrity clients, do they still come back around or they just come like
certain ones?
Certain
ones is consistent. Like I cut their hair all the time. So like Lil Bibby, like Designer, like Kevin Gates, I cut their hair consistently. I got another client named Dax. So these are all music artists. I cut their hair consistent. Other ones they rotational, like Young Blue. Some of them they come like when they just in town because they live other places. And a lot of my clients that I picked up during my time being here wasn't really from LA.
Right.
Most of them was like out of town, people that were just coming to LA getting money, and they would just catch me while they was in town. So I would just get them when they come back.
So do you cut like regular people, or do you just stay on the celebrity cut? Because regular people can't afford your prices. Can you explain them prices, please?
When I say like regular people and that, right? It is a type of clientele I got, right? Mm-hmm. Now on my social media, I show all the celebrities because I figured out that that's all people pay attention to. Because when I just put regular good haircuts on somebody that they don't know who they is, it don't get no retention. Ain't nobody watching it. Ain't nobody liking it. It ain't getting no clicks. The majority of my clients, for a large part, are necessarily non-famous people, but they are people that get money. Like rather, they got their own ways of getting money. Most of my clients be people that's in the streets getting it. Them be the best clients, I'll be honest. A lot of them be better than the rappers.
I was just about to say, let me find out you doing the best cuts on the celebrities and not the regulars. And so they, you treat them bad.
The people that's out, the regular people that get money, they just be better clients than celebrities the majority of the time because, to be honest, they value you more. Like a celebrity sometimes will try to finesse their fame. Try to get a discount. Some of them be the cheapest ones. You know they got a lot of money. They'll pay the designer store, but they might not want to pay you because they think you cool. Because the fact that you done got cool with them, they'll finesse you. The other people, they look at you like a celebrity because like, just like you work with other successful people, right? So they sort of like that you do that. They want to be around you. They'll pay that price. A celebrity, he looking at it like, especially if you show them that you know who they is. If you don't know who they is, then you saw they could get your money worth because now they know they ain't got no leverage.
That's why I treat people wrong. Like they be reaching out to me. Like I got people with like blue check or like really like celebrity. I ain't gonna put their name out there. Yeah. I can, but they reach out and I ignore them. Because the simple fact that the way the conversation like went, the way I was approached, like I'm supposed to know who the fuck you is and talk back. That ain't I.
And see, I think if I was like, you got an advantage over me, right? And I say that's because you grew here, this is regular. You know what I'm saying? It's not shocking for you to see somebody successful. You probably seen a few since you was a kid.
Right.
For me, like when I first came here, it is a little starstruck. You never seen it. And then I'm a nice person. Them two combinations can be bad for business because now you gonna get tried.
Right.
And then when you do stand on it, you're gonna come off as crazy.
Right.
Because it's like you didn't come off straightforward. Like, if I come to a person I don't know who is, I'm just like, oh, yeah, the haircut $300.
Right.
It ain't nothing personal to it.
So, have anybody tried to get a haircut and didn't pay you?
They ain't paid me. I had one client who was like they was like an NFL player. So they got their haircut. And he just got to picking. You know, like, this one, you know, you got a cheap person, a person that really don't want to pay, they'll go look for something that's an issue. Right. They'll go try to find
like his funds ain't up.
Yeah, like, man, I don't know if the mustache too short on this side. They'll just find something and they'll start picking arguments to get a discount. Mm-hmm. But I did end up getting the money because I ain't gonna lie, I stand on it. So at that point in time, I really needed it. So I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be done when it come to my money. Sometimes it be like, I then they crash all the way out over some money, and it confuse people because I'm so nice. But my money, I just be thinking like, man, I got kids. Like, I can't be poor. Like, so.
Do you make them, not to cut you off, do you make them do a deposit first or something?
Nah, you know why I don't do deposits?
Why?
Because I cut too many scammers.
Huh?
I'm afraid for me to get that deposit from you, what I might lose. You know, you send me a cash app, you might hack my whole account. I let you send me the Zelle, you might hack my whole bank account. You might send me somebody else money. Oh,
because people can do that, right? When they send you
might send me somebody else money, and then 10 days later on, the money got stretched back out my bank account.
Oh, somebody sending me cash app, and I better stop.
Yeah, you gotta think like that. Like, it's people that's intelligently trying to come up every day, and then it's like strangers, I don't know you. So now it's like, at the end of the day, this one thing with business, right? You'll do business with somebody because you're doing business like that with them. They're acting like they're your friend and you cool with them. Whole time, that's just business. They really might not fuck with you. They really might be plotting on you. Right. Them motherfuckers might go home and wipe your whole bank account because they think about themselves. It ain't personal. It's just part of their hustle.
Yeah. Thank you for telling me that.
So I'd rather take that loss. I'd rather take the loss. Yeah. I'd rather drive over there. You not there. That's cool.
But then you got to deal with people like people be having fake money. So it's like, wow, like you really gonna sit here and pay this motherfucker with fake money?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had nobody give me fake money yet. Okay. And I done cut in the hoods for a long time. And that's one thing I say is crazy, right? Because I watch everything happen to everybody else. I think as a barber, you sort of get a pass because motherfuckers need you and they fuck with you.
You know what I do? I let them pay me and then I hurry up and run to the bank and see if it's gonna go into the little versatile. So I'm like, okay, well, it's real. Like, you know, like I need to know people's addresses and everything because I need to know where I'm coming back to.
I got pranked out here though one time. So like somebody called me like, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. So they hit me, they're like, hey, they texted me. They're like, hey, we need a barber on set tomorrow for Yellow Beezy. So I'm like, all right, bet. So it's Christmas. I'm like, shit, I'll do it fucking tomorrow. So then I'm like, just send me the address. And they're like, what's your rates? So I send them the rate. They're like, okay, bet. Well, this the address. Come here at this time. We start shooting at this time. So everything sounded A1. It didn't, like I get texts like this all the time. So the next day I drive out there, get to the location. It's like a little mansion. I get there, but ain't nobody out there. So I'm thinking maybe I got there before production. So I'm calling. Ain't nobody answering the phone. I'm calling. So I'm like, maybe I'm just early. So I'm parked out there. There's people walking past and stuff, like people that live over there. Ain't nobody said nothing to me. So finally I text them. I say, where y'all at? You know, I'm sitting out here. I'm just waiting. They was like, I ain't gonna lie, it's a prank. I ain't understand what the point of the prank was. You ain't come film me. Like, you ain't come film me. You done just sent me over there just to waste my day.
Right. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have had a deposit for that because I probably could have avoided the bullshit. But that was the craziest one because I had to drive all the way to Malibu.
It's like, So if you, like, what celebrity would you like to cut? Like, right now. Like, what celebrity?
If I could just pick one celebrity I want to cut, I would go cut Kanye.
Why Kanye?
I just feel
Shout out Kanye. You know, I ain't got
I just feel like he always been misunderstood, and I always liked him. And I just feel like he inspired people to be like yourself. He inspired you to have self-love and just like believe in yourself. And then every time you watch him, like Kanye, a person that people going to they're going to give up on him. They're going to walk away. And then he going to be right back. And then everybody that disbelieved him going to be right there in the fans, in the crowd. And it just be like, that's motivating to see somebody like, everybody going to turn their back on you. Right. You're going to keep grinding, and then they're going to jump right back on the bandwagon. Right. And he the only person I've ever seen that have fell down and came back 1,000 times. And it just keep getting bigger and bigger. Right. So it's just motivating to me.
Okay, what bad experience you had in the barber game?
Bad experience in the barber game or just being the LA period?
Just the barber game period. The barber game, like just cutting hair. The old bad experience. Like, it's just like, oh, I would never do that again, or I shouldn't have did that, or, you know.
Bad experience.
You ain't had no bad experience.
No. I mean, you know how to spin. I got jumped before in the barbershop, before.
Yeah. Fun squad gang, by the way. Fun start of life. You know what I'm saying? 4 and 0, by the way. Yeah. Turn up. That's my life. Hop out the whip, you know a nigga straight look nice. That's my life. Been a young boss nigga, being fucking paid price. That's my life. That's my life. Yeah.
I cracked a little bitch, she had a pudge on her. EDD money hit, so I guess you got the buzz on her. All I wanted was the mouth, but I fucked on her. Told her I don't gotta call the bitch, cross the bus from me. Hit the little bitch from the back, the bitch bust on me. I don't know who that is with the strap, but that's cuz on me. Heard what you said, run it back. I'm hard-headed, knife on the end of the K. I got some sore fishes, bitches all up in my face, but I ignore bitches. I'll be damned if I catch a case over some whore bitches. Hit your bitch and get paid, cause I sore bitches. Got your bitch having my way. What you gon' do, nigga? She fell in love with the way that I move, nigga. She gon' do whatever I say.
I'm gonna tell you this: the number one way to get caught lacking is to be confused. Because if you confused, you can get your ass whooped.
Exactly.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's the first time in my life, I'll be honest, I took an L. But it wasn't like I got whooped bad or like it ain't really hurt or nothing. But I did feel like I disappointed myself as a man because normally I would have been the person that was sending it up, fighting with you. But I was so confused. The aggression was gone. You know what I'm saying? So he swing. It's another big dude in there. So I'm trying to ask him, what's going on? What y'all talking about? I'm still not able to snap and get mad because I'm confused.
Right. You're like, I don't want to be fighting for nothing. At least I need to know what I'm about to swing back on.
The confusion got me off. So then I started backing up and I ended up tripping over some stuff I had on the floor. So then he ended up swinging like 2 more times. Eventually I get angry. So now I finally get angry and I boot him up off of me. So I give him the kick. Boom, he get up off of me. So I probably only got swung on like maybe 3-4 times. It wasn't nothing crazy, but I had never got caught lacking like that in my life. Okay. So I boot him up off of me. The whole time I'm nervous because there's 2 of them. So I'm thinking like what they finna do. So I boot him up off of me. Then they dip and run out my barbershop. Now it's just me in there. Now I ain't gonna lie. It was worse because my baby mama sitting outside. My children's mother sitting outside the barbershop in the car because she had just came to pick me up. Whole time I don't want to go out there because I'm sort of embarrassed. So I text her and say, I got to do another haircut real quick. I'm gonna just get a ride in a little bit and I'll just come to the house. Because as a man, I ain't gonna lie, I had never took no L. Okay. So I ain't gonna lie, as a man, that sort of hurt my pride. Then I ended up calling dude because I had his number because I knew him. I'm like, what the fuck y'all tripping about? Well, because I'm still trying to figure, I'm still confused. Then he tell me, then we figure out what it was. And then he talked to the people who told him what they told him. He get the clarity and find out I was right, what I said. Then he apologized, but at the same time, I was like, I'm just going to fall back. Because I had thought about I can go get revenge.
Did you tell him you want your... I was about to say...
No, look, I thought about it, right? But in my city, I be on the news and the newspaper a lot because I'm the first black-owned barbershop from my city. So I'm sort of famous. So I'm thinking in my head, like, man, I'm real successful in a small town. Like, where I'm from, we got 4,000 black people. So you ask if there's a lot of black people, it's like 65,000 people, 4,000 black people. So it's not a lot. But I stand out in my city because I'm successful. So I'm in my head thinking like, yeah, I could go crash out, but then I'm gonna end up in jail. And most people in my city, a lot of African Americans have been in jail. We got a high incarceration rate. If you look on Google right now, if you type in top cities for incarceration of African Americans in America, Wisconsin is number 1 and number 2 on every single list. Okay. So in my head, I'm thinking like, man, if I go crash out, I'm end up going to jail. And what's crazy is the day it happened, like where we from, we got CCWs where you could carry your gun. So I had my gun at home. That day I had left it on top of the cabin. I looked at it and I said, I don't need no gun. And it was crazy. I never had no issue. And I was like, I don't need no gun. It's going to be cool today. Right. And the day I left that gun is the day I got caught lacking.
Well, you still needed like some type of protection in the business that you in.
I'll be honest though, I was thinking about it the other day. It was good I ain't had a gun.
Because you would have shot a motherfucker?
Nah, yeah, just think about it because it was like, to be honest, like just imagine I had it. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine I had it and that would have been my choice of action. Say why they was walking off, or say why he ran up the first time I grabbed it, or say why they was walking off I shot it. I could either ended up in jail because they was walking away, or I could have ended up killing them. And then I'll be sitting here regretting. And I'll be honest, one thing I noticed about life, you ain't got to get even. Right. Because life get even. Right. I've been prospering. Like everybody in my city got to see me. I'm in LA. I cut all the top celebrities. I charge top prices. Right. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Nothing wrong with people that do. But I'm on my purpose. Right. I'm taking care of my kids. The people that did that to me, Man, they down bad. They on drugs.
Right.
They in and out of
It
jail.
always happen like it always be that.
They in and out of jail. You know, they life going hard. So it's like, why would I get revenge when God gonna do that for you?
Right.
Yeah, why I'm gonna waste my time and put myself in a position when I could be winning to go compete with you? A war that you always gonna lose is a war with somebody who got nothing to lose.
Right.
So I felt like by me avoiding it and just pressing forward and looking at it like a business owner, it done blessed me 100 times. It just gave me a sign like, hey, I got to get out of my city because, you know, I got so much love for everybody. I don't know who got a problem with me. I don't know who building up envy for me over the years.
From hearing it, I'm glad you did it that way.
Yeah.
You know, and that was good. You know, you on your positive shit, you came a long way.
Yeah.
Even though you still young, shit, I would have been like, motherfucker. You know, I don't know.
No, my homie said that. My homie was so mad.
I don't think until after shit done.
Yeah.
But now I get older and older, I'm thinking first.
Yeah.
So everything is like, damn, I turned that, I'm mad at the motherfucker. But it kind of be good though. You know, it's like, it's for the better. Like,
I gotta think of it different though, like, cause I'll be honest, like, my mama been to the feds. My daddy been to prison.
Who is back? Your mom or dad?
My dad.
Oh, okay.
So my mama been to the feds. My dad been to prison. My brother did it in prison. My sister did it in prison.
How many siblings you got?
I got a lot. I probably got I think 8 or 9.
From the same mother?
My mama only got 2 other kids that's living. She got one that passed. And my daddy got a lot of kids on the other side. So, but I just look at it like everybody in my city in and out of jail, So sometimes when you get to a point where you transition, like I went from being somebody going to juvenile detention and going to jail all the time.
You don't seem like that type of person.
Yeah, I transitioned. I read books.
Okay.
So I got to the point where it's like now I'm cutting police officers, judges, lawyers, Catholic priests, all them type of people in my city. And it's like I'm on the news.
Let me find out Kevin Gates done rubbed off on you. Because you got that type of... I'm like, oh, you been around Kevin Gates too long.
Yeah, so it's like... Once you see better, it's like, it makes you scared to make a wrong decision. Like, that's easy. I could go send it up with you. I could go hide outside your house. I could go do something. But then it's like, I know where I'm going.
Right.
I know where I'm going. I'm being in that cell and I'm be crying because it's another nigga around my kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
not even that. You got to think about shit.
That's the worst part, though. I'll be honest. Like, when I was in juvenile as a kid, juvenile never bothered me because you know why? Because all my friends was in there. So it was really like you was kicking with the same people you was out with. It wasn't a problem. The only time jail was a problem was calling my mama. When you feel like, damn, I'm disappointed. Yeah. So I think about it as I'm grown, what's going to be a bother to me? The fact I'm not there to take care of my kids. You know, I'm not there to look over for them. Right. You know.
That's deep too.
I got a daughter, so I don't want no nigga in the house with my daughter. You know, I might fuck up generations by not being present.
So, yeah, you got a daughter. Okay, so you don't just want no men around your kid.
Hell no. But you know how many women, like I don't know about you particularly, no disrespect. You know how many women been molested in their life? By somebody they mama probably done let around the house or they uncle.
That's why I'm very strict. I got one kid.
I gotta be around my kids.
I don't knock. Like I don't want nobody to just be around him like by themselves. Yeah. I would have to be around. Yeah. You know, but it is parents out there that let their kids be around
So I'm standing. I'm staying around my kids. Yeah, and then it's about the programming. Yeah. Like if I'm not there, I can't control what direction my children end up going. Yeah. If I'm there, I get an influence. If I'm gone, I can't. So that's what I had to think about when it's time like that, when I'm into my emotions. Like, you know, when I get caught lacking, I'm in my emotions. I feel the same way everybody feel in that situation. But I'm also thinking long term wise, like this ain't a good decision. Right. These people fucking with you in the city, they putting you on the newspaper. So you really want to crash out for that. You really ain't dead, you ain't bleeding. You took an L, you got a couple licks, okay. Did it hurt you? No, it's all right. It's cool. Right. You caught me lacking. Yeah. Yeah, it ain't that big.
It's better than getting shot down because, you know, normally now, shit, you lose a fight. I mean, if you win a fight, a motherfucker want to kill you.
I think pride a lot of time make a lot of people crash out of some shit that they really could have just waited 3 days and realized it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, that part. Because I just have to wait.
And then one thing you learn in the hood, though, is just like you'll keep fighting your whole life. Because as soon as you whoop one person, somebody else going to think they can whoop you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to keep on going.
And I had to realize, like, I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm a business owner. So, like, why I'm going to keep acting like somebody who in the streets when I really should be acting like Bill Gates or somebody who got something going for themselves? So, I had to start asking myself, like, what would Bill Gates do in this situation and make better decisions?
So, if you have something that's, you already said some positive stuff right now, but if you have something like for the upcoming barbers, like the kids, like that's coming up, that's trying to do barber and do all this good stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like to cut young kids. They like to cut. And my boy, shout out to St. Julian, he just had a class, like did like a course with young barbers and they was cutting and, you know, they graduated and everything. He a barber too.
No, that's right.
So yeah, what positive things you have to say to them, like
I feel like
being in that game?
I feel like for being a barber, you know, like advice I say for anybody who want to be a barber or somebody is a barber, I feel like barbering for me gave me an avenue, right? Because in my city, most people I knew sold drugs. You know, my mama sold drugs. And a lot of people I grew up around, that's what we knew. Like, we got factory jobs in our city. Our minimum wage started $7.25. So, like, for me cutting hair, I feel like in my mind, I ain't want to work in no factory and I ain't want to sell no drugs because I ain't want to go to prison.
Right.
I feel like cutting hair gave me the opportunity to avoid having to go to other routes. It avoided me from having to necessarily be in the streets. It avoided me from having to be in some factory job doing something I didn't want to do.
Yeah,
and at the end of
5 jobs, boy, shit.
Yeah, so it just avoided a lot, and then it gave you the ability to like grow as high as you want to grow.
Right.
Like I went from $5 to now. Kevin Gates consistently paying me $1,500 to $2,000.
I seen the price. I read your bio. I said, what the? I was about to bring my son to come get a haircut, but then I said, hell no. Nah.
Man, I bless him with a cut. Just let me know. We gonna get them together.
I seen that 15. I said, wait a minute. Is I'm looking right? But I'm glad you got it like that.
Yeah.
Point blank, period, on your shit. Like, don't come asking nothing. Read my bio. Read the bio.
And you gotta, I sort of started doing it on my page just because it'd be people that ask you questions but don't be serious about business. So if I put the price up front,
I hate that.
You know what it is.
Yeah,
like you already know what it is, so what's up?
I think they just trying to get a conversation or something to get you to reply back. I don't know, because people does that to me too about the podcasting, and they put in appointments, they want to know information, I give them information, then they book it, and then it's like, damn, you pretty much just want to hear me or see me text you back or something. Because I only comment back towards business. Yeah. Like I don't do all that meetup and all.
One thing I say though for the barbers is this is like, don't be limited by where you live. Like, you know, a lot of people be limited. You limited by how you think your friends, like say, okay, I charge $5, right? When I'm gonna raise my price to 10, the first thing I'm thinking in my head is 5 people that I know gonna complain. The customers I've been cut, my friends, my cousins, because most time we get our clients from around us. They in our neighborhood. We live in a low income neighborhood. So everybody ain't got a lot of money. So you thinking about like everybody's personal situation when you're trying to raise your price and you thinking like, oh, ain't nobody gonna pay that. But there's a lot of people that don't grow up around you, that don't necessarily look like you, that'll pay whatever price you want if you're gonna work that hard. And it's like, for me, I come to LA, I met a lot of barbers out here, really good, talented barbers. And some of them be stuck in their neighborhood. Like, they don't know that they could leave and it's something
Exactly. Bigger. Thank you. Say that one more time.
They stuck in their neighborhoods and they don't know they can see something big.
Exactly.
And it's a problem. Like, to be honest, like, coming to LA, one thing about LA, I felt like it was abundance.
And they good. We got some people that's in the city that's good. Like, don't ever feel like you cannot, you don't have to, you know, you can't go travel to cut. You get more traveling.
A lot of the best barbers come from the lower income areas, from the hoods.
Yeah,
a lot of the best barbers there, because like you cutting everybody hair on Christmas, you cutting everybody hair on Thanksgiving, you cutting hair all year, you cutting all the kids. The kids always coming in and ask for the new styles, the new look, and then it's like you perfecting that. Then you go over to the other areas where they charging high prices. They don't even have half of your skill. But the problem is sometimes it's just your location. Sometimes it's just you ain't networked with the people outside of your area to even get there. Because I was telling somebody, I was like, man, you know, the skill y'all got over here, if you just took that probably 2 miles over, you could get somebody to pay you triple the price.
Right.
And they'll value your skill. They'll value your character, your stories, the stuff that you grew up around.
Right.
What your story is more valuable where you're not from. Right. Where you from, you're regular. Everybody know you as regular. When you go somewhere else, you got value. Like, think about it, I'm in LA and I'm charging clients from $300 to $2,000 for a haircut. Right. It's barbers out here that's been cutting hair longer than me that charge $50. But the only reason is They afraid to leave their comfort zone.
Or probably you know, to cut better as well. Like, you know, because you got some people that you be like, why is they charging not enough?
Because they're afraid. They're afraid of rejection. And they don't know it's this simple. It's this simple, right? I come to LA, I'm from out of town, so I look at the whole city. People that's from here, they just stay in their area. Mm-hmm. I travel around the whole city seeing it as one big picture. So when I look at it, I say, okay, they got money on Rodale Drive. They got money over here by the W Hollywood.
He's saying shit. Yeah. He's saying streets that we don't even try to go, you know, about we gonna get looked at by the police if we go.
Yeah. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what? That's where the money at. I'm gonna go over there.
Right.
I'm not gonna wait for the money to come to me. I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
I'm gonna go stalk it down. So I used to go sit outside the W Hollywood with my business cards in the parking lot, just sitting out there passing out cards with my clippers right next to me, because I already knew, okay, these people over here got money, so they could pay me money. I go sit on Rodale Drive and pass out cards all day because I know these people care about their image. I go on Melrose, Fairfax, pass out my cards. And then one thing I'll do is this. Like I told you, I came in dress clothes. I started paying attention what these people wearing. Because one thing is this, like, people like to be around people that's like them. Mm-hmm. So I had to learn how is they dressing, what shoes they got on, what pants they got on. And I start emulating their fashion. I start, okay, let me try some of that. Let me try. And the more I started doing it, the more of them are attracted to me. Mm. You know, I was around Kevin Gates and I seen they had chains. Eventually got me a chain. So that
don't wear them little ass shorts. That's right. He had on those.
Them little shorts.
I seen some ones that he had on. I'm like, Kevin Gates, why you getting crazy?
They call Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Why you getting crazy? So you dressing like that?
I just got to get the leg tattoos.
Well, let me see you in some of those. You better not post no picture, right?
You know, if you work out, you got tattoos, you'll be able to show your leg off a little bit.
I know. But damn like that, though, the hoochie daddies, though. Damn near in your ass.
So you ain't like it, though?
I don't know.
Because you was looking for a reason.
No.
You was trying to see if something came out. What you was looking for?
It's not like that. It's like, especially coming from a person that you know, like, yo, like, you kind of got, like, street talk. Like, you know, it is like, ooh, you get a little... I mean, Luke, it's okay to keep him like a little, you know?
Yeah. But see, when you get confident...
It's getting tighter, shorter. I don't understand.
When you get confidence, you start having to carry on that masculine image all the time because it's like, you know, when you afraid, a lot of times we end up acting a little more aggressive to get people to stay away from us. But when you know you secure within yourself, you stop caring so much about other people's perception and then you dress comfortable.
Well, you would have came over here and some shit like that, I would have to light your ass up the whole goddamn episode.
She said, man, you got your leg on my leather. Like, you know, you going to put something between your leg and my
leather. Yeah, everything. So, okay, yeah, that. But, okay, so that's the only thing that you have going is the barbers. The barber thing. You don't got nothing.
That's the main thing.
Looking into nothing else.
I've had a lot of other hustles, but I sort of had cut everything down and focused on one because... It was just taking too much of my energy. Mm-hmm. I am working on clothing brands and building up my own.
What's the clothing brand?
I'm still working on the name.
I
got a lot of the designs done, but the name is still like...
Ben is my nail tech.
Yeah?
Yeah, his name Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, nail tech Ben. We give Ben some clothing shit from your ass. Say, Ben, look what I got for you.
I think I'm going to open a barbershop probably at some point in time in out here in LA. Mm-hmm. I just want to do a little footwork first. I want to go around to these barber schools, meet some of these barbers. I gotta go to talk to some of these juvenile detention centers. I
got a barbershop right here in my city for you to go pull up in. The mayor, she be going up there supporting his stuff. Like they be doing videos in front of his little stuff. He got more stuff going on. He got like a studio in there. Like he got it's a lot of shit going on.
He on this hustle.
So yeah, he's on this hustle. Been on this hustle for a while.
Yeah.
And his name's St. Julian. So I'm tired of shouting you out. But
ain't no
yeah,
I'm good that y'all got love out here.
Yeah. I fuck with whoever fuck with me. But no, I just fuck with everybody. So not just whoever fuck with me. I just fuck with motherfuckers that don't even fuck with me. Yeah. I don't even know. But yeah, but he do the barber. Like I told you, he did the kids with the chorus. He started doing that. He started from doing his own shit.
Yeah.
And then he just elevated it.
Yeah, one thing I'm planning on doing, we're working on it right now. We just got to contact a couple more people, but I'm finna be going back to the juvenile detention center talking to the youth.
Oh, that's good.
That's something I used to do in my city, was going to the juvenile detention center, the Boys and Girls Club. Because I just feel like a lot of times, and for me, like, I feel like I have the accolades that attract a young person because... Damn,
I wish I would have known you then, because you could have came and talked to the boy, the chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little team. Oh, that would have been good.
Because I think a lot of time we don't listen to nobody that don't look like somebody we want to listen to. So when you see somebody with the results you want and the lifestyle you want, you more opted to listen. Because when I was a kid, You know, I'm only looking at the people who sold drugs and rappers. That's who I'm looking at. That's who I'm thinking they cool. So if they say something, I'm more opted to listen to that than somebody that don't look appealing to me. So I know now, like, I got success. I got things going for me. I got nice things. So I can show a young person like, you can have this too, a different avenue. You know, you could take them clippers. You can go to barber school for a year or two, then go on over here in Hollywood. I'll show you where to go pass out your cards, and you can easily go get you a client for $200, $300. Right. It ain't even that I'm the best barber. Like, I'm a great barber, but to be honest, I don't get paid these prices just because I'm the best. I got good communication skills.
Yeah, you do.
I got a good hustle. I'm confident in myself, and it's like, I'm going to get up when you call me. When you call my phone, I'm going to get up.
So if I call you, gonna get up?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
So yeah, I salute you on that. Your hustle is the bomb. Yeah, and I wanna spread the word. I can't wait till they see this interview. Ooh, I'm gonna snatch some clips and I'm gonna send it to the barber. Hey, stay tuned. They gonna be watching.
Nah, I appreciate you a lot. Like, this is the first one. And I ain't gonna lie, it felt special to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, when you be trying so hard, sometimes people that's like, you sort of look at things like, man, it could be so much easier. And you be looking at, maybe you know successful people, or people that you think can make it easy for you, and they don't really help you, right? And you be feeling like gatekeepers keep certain stuff closed. And when you do get people that open up the gate and let you through, it's like, that's a blessing, because not everybody gonna help you. Not everybody gonna give you an opportunity. So them good people that do help you, it's like, you gotta appreciate that, because a lot of good people get hurt a lot, and then eventually they stop helping people.
That's me. I get hurt a lot. Oh my God, thank you for that. I needed that. But yeah, you're a good influencer. You know, and for the young youth too, that's why I'm like, damn, if we would have caught you early, I could have had you over there, you know, speaking and everything. That's
dope. We still got more time.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we still got more time.
Because they done got their certificate. They done went up to the city, the mayor done passed them certificates out. Like, and that was dope. I feel like that was dope.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm here to help the young youth because, you know, our people around here, it's like, you know, they get a lot of gangs and, you know, be around. We don't want that. We trying to stop that around here. So, yeah.
A lot of times it just be exposure, though. You only know what you know. And, like, it was good, like you said earlier. You said I don't look like that type of person earlier when we was talking. But it's like reading books. I'll be honest, like, I used to have a lot of clients that I'm cutting their hair, they getting in out the feds, and I'm seeing them, they having their way every time they get out. And I'm admiring that. So I end up asking them, like, man, what you be reading while you in there? And they start telling me about these different books. And I start reading them. I say, because you know they say you can't beat them, you better join them.
You know, not to get you out. I be on them about, I think they got a book on how to talk to women. Like, you know, like how to game them up. Because they be coming with them cold-ass lines. I be like, nigga, what book? I need to go on Amazon and get that shit. I need to read it or something before I can be up on my game because the nigga, like, you
that's what it started as, though. Because I was looking at it like, man, they got all the women sending them money. Every time they get out, the women, they let them drive the car, giving them the tax money. I say, damn.
Oh, I'm not no bitch like that.
I say, shit, damn, I'm a nice nigga, but I said, they trying to get me out of dinner. They trying to get me out of taking them to the movie, but they give him everything. I said, I'm a good
Somebody
nigga.
said that to me.
So I said, let me learn from them and see what they doing, what books they got. And I asked them about them books you talking about, and they gave me some of the books. I read them.
They really got books?
Yeah, they got them books.
But look, so it's a turnaround because now it's like me. I'm gaming them up.
Yeah.
Because now they sending me money. Like I'm getting money sent from out the jails to me.
Yeah.
And I don't gotta drop a dime. So when people be like, "Oh, don't," no, motherfucker, I'm getting it. So it's like, shit, the fuck, I'm not gonna let y'all talk me about from getting my little piece of bag about that bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what books? But it is some books because they be like, "Is you gonna leave me? Is it good?"
Yeah, but it's the books, and then it's just the group of people you around. You know, you got a whole bunch of people sitting in a jail area trying to figure out how they're gonna survive.
Yeah,
so they all sitting there sharing ideas, sitting conjuring up, they grouping up to have phone conversations. You gotta think, one girl on the phone, they sitting there like, hey man, see if she gonna send you the 100. Tell her this, tell her this.
Shut the fuck up, because it's going down like that. They gonna beat your ass.
And then you got people that's helping you. Because they understand once you win, everybody win, because you're probably gonna share with the people around you. Right. So they helping you. Hey, tell her this. Don't even trip about what's going on. Don't say nothing about that.
Just
be cool. Tell her you love her.
And that's gonna flip to 200.
Yeah, just tell her you love her.
Yeah.
One thing my friend had to tell me, I ain't gonna lie.
A nigga told me he loved me on the second day. That's how I know you ain't lying.
My homie told me this while I was messing up. He said, listen. He said, you know why you ain't getting nothing? He said, because you ain't asked for it. He said, I ain't got no problem asking for it. He said, ask her to send you $1. He should have asked for $1, see if she'll give it to you. Man, I typed to somebody, asked something. I said, hey, you could give me a laptop? Because I was looking for a laptop at this time. I'm cutting hair in my garage. I ain't had much. The first person I hit, they said, yeah, I got an extra one at my house. I don't use no more. I said, damn, it was this easy. But see, I was a hard working man. I was used to getting in my own so much. I never asked nobody for nothing. So that's why I never received, because I never asked. And if you don't ask, ain't nobody gonna bless you with nothing.
So I had peeped on your story. I was on there today, right?
Ooh,
and
God.
You was going off. And you was like, I want to ask you this. Ooh, you was God. Like a home wrecker, like, you should go to your home. What was going on? You in a relationship?
I said, this is what I said, right? Yeah. This is what we was talking about. I said, to be honest, men, if you're going to have multiple women, you should be honest with your main chick. I said, the reason why now, if a girl try to come tell us something, you really ain't going to have no problems because you already got established at home. I said, a homebreaker ain't a side chick. A homebreaker is a chick that try to wreck the piece that you got at your house.
Right.
Because you can have a side chick and she not, or an additional woman, and she's not a homebreaker because truthfully, if y'all have problems already at your house to where you're going to get somebody else, you already had problems. She ain't the fault of your issue. Yep. Now, if she come over here bothering what you got going on, yeah, she a home wrecker because I might have been dealing with you and I was dealing with you and everything was fine and copacetic. But now you bringing problems over here because you had problems. Yeah. You know, people that ain't got peace, they fuck up everybody else's peace.
Yeah, but I feel like the main chicks should know, but I feel like the side bitches should know too, so they can know where the fuck they stand at. Like, bitch, you already know I got my main chick and this is what's going on. So, bitch, you stand on your lane and I got her.
But I'll be honest, right? It's gonna sound bad. There's two ways I can go with it. Sometimes you could tell the chick what it is, right? But after enough time invested, it might even just be one day. She fuck around, forget what you told her. She know, but she forgot it. Like, you could say, like, you know, I got this woo out the wop going on. And then she gonna 5 days later, like, what are we gonna do? What are we becoming? What are we doing? And you be like,
because it gets so good at the time. It's like, shit, this motherfucker fucking bitch, motherfucker, you making love to me at this point.
So now it's like, even telling them, now you still going at the issues. And then sometimes
you gotta slow that down.
Sometimes I'll be honest. It sounds crazy. I don't even want to say this one of the things, so I ain't even say it.
This ain't this about a bitch.
Yeah, I just say, like, it's gonna sound bad because people don't like the truth.
Oh, no.
You know, you tell the truth, it's like everybody act appalled.
No, I love the truth. Go. Come on. Fuck what they think.
But I'll be honest, some people like being lied to. Like, I read the 48 Laws of Power. I read the Law of Human Nature. It tell you in there, a lot of men, we feel like to be noble is to be honest, but a lot of times being honest is the worst thing you could do. Because a lot of times, people don't take your upfront honesty as honesty because a lot of times they thinking, what's your intention behind what you're saying? Or you'll say something and somebody like, I say, go order me two chicken sandwiches and some fries. Now you go over there and say, he wanted 2 sandwiches and an apple pie. You reorganize what I said in your brain. I told you what it was, but you don't take it for that. So a lot of people, you could be straightforward and they gonna re-lie to themselves in their brain. Yeah. People don't like the truth. You say people like the truth. I love the truth.
That shit makes me hard. If I had a dick. But yeah, so yeah, it turns me on when somebody, that shit turned me to, you could tell me, I could be trying to get at you and you be like, I asked you, do you got a girlfriend? You say, yeah. That shit gonna turn me the fuck on. I'm not gonna be mad. Motherfucker, okay.
I do feel like it's certain people though that you can be honest with. I feel like with using honesty, with just communication period, you have to have discernment. You have to realize who you're talking to. And sometimes one of my biggest downfalls is I talk too much. So sometimes,
they say I talk too much. They say I tell my shit too much. But I just feel
like your talking might be your blessing. That's why you're on this podcast.
Yeah.
So, you know, that might be the good thing for you. But I do know that you have to know when and where to do things. And one thing I had to learn how to do is learn how to observe the room before I enter it. So sometimes before you be honest with certain people, you got to listen to them and see how their brain work. Is they an emotional person or is they a logical person?
How you feel about me? Like, you think I'm emotional or what?
I think you logical with me because we not emotionally invested. I think if we was emotionally invested, you might get emotional sometimes to where you ain't hearing shit I got to say.
I'm not.
But I think right now, you know, we not emotionally invested, so you logically just listening. But I think you got a nice balance about yourself because you able to listen to what somebody say without feeling triggered by shit that really don't matter. Some people can't have no conversation without being triggered.
They get wired all up.
Yeah, I done learned that. Like, one thing is crazy. I'm from Wisconsin, right? You ask me, you say, what you mix with? and I'm like black and white. I seen other people when I came out here that looked like they was mixed like me. So I'd be like, hey, you mixed? I don't mean no offense by it. I'm mixed.
Yeah.
They be like, I'm black. I be like, I understand you black, but I can see your hair and your skin look similar to me.
Like
so I just want to know, like, is you mixed with something?
Not pretty, but nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, is you mixed with something? They would get offended by me asking them if they was mixed out here.
Yeah, I hope you didn't get offended. When I asked you.
I ain't offended.
That was on a good, like, on some good level type shit. Like, motherfucker. Like, shit.
Nah, I wouldn't be offended because I feel like I am who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in me is a blessing.
Right. I heard the fuck out of that.
Because it's like this. I always been in between. I never been black enough for all my black friends. I never been white enough for my white friends.
I can't tell that you shit just one, like you look like a mixed person, right? But I don't know what you mix with.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's something you mix nice. It combined nice together. So it's like.
So I always been in an awkward space in my life, and what's crazy, right? You ask my daddy black, is my mama white? My mama white. But my mama hang out with more urban hood people. My mama been to the feds selling dope. Yeah. My daddy was actually a principal and a teacher. I went to private school and I lived with my daddy. When I lived with my mom, I lived more in like rough environments, hung out with more rough
So what
kids.
side of, okay.
So that more came from my white side with the rough side. My daddy more side was more
See, I heard educated. That. The white side is the rough side. The black side is the black good side.
Yeah,
Come on, don't underestimate
my daddy
black.
was a little more educated and career based, so it's like I always been torn between two, but it worked out in the long run because now it's like I know how to talk to people that's urban, I know how to talk to people that's professional, I know how to switch swags if I need to get into certain rooms, and them skills made it good for me. Like it's easy for me now when I'm going around these clients. You got to think a rapper, he don't really want another hood person around him because in his mind, he don't know what you're going to do to him. Like, is you going to set him up? Is you going to, like, what's your intentions? With me being in the middle, it's like a neutral. You can't read me. You don't know if I'm on bullshit or good, but it gives you.
I mean, you the bold motherfucker you put up over here. I'm like, because certain people, like I told you earlier, they pull up with their entourage. Like, and these are hood motherfuckers. Yeah. It's like, God damn, then you got you. I'm like, this motherfucker don't know me for a mechanic world. This motherfucker pulling up. I'm looking for motherfuckers to hop up the front, the back seat. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, bro. Oh, he just pulled up. Okay, you got something.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that nothing can happen.
You got the strap on you?
Nah.
Okay.
But I done told you I got caught lacking before. But at the same time,
no, but you good. You good.
No, I'm cool. But I know at the end of the day, whatever's gonna happen, and I can't live life afraid. I gotta go get it. Like
that's what's up. I'll be trying to tell people the artists, like. You gotta pick one thing, baby. You gonna be scared. You can't do what you do.
Man, you gotta go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I got kids to take care of, so like, if me being afraid gonna hinder me taking care of my kids, then that shit gotta go.
Exactly. Like, you don't need to be doing it. This is not your time, your line of work.
Yeah, I can't be nervous. Somebody said that when I was coming. I told them where I was going. They like, man, you going over there? They finna get on your ass.
No,
I say,
you see how we love you?
They wasn't saying personally you. They just when I said the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I said to be honest. I'm straight.
You get your ass back on that freeway and go back your way, baby. Ain't nobody bothering.
But I'll be honest. A lot of times, the places that people say the worst be the best places because people got love. A lot of times, it be misunderstood. It's just when they propaganda it make it look like it's just crazy. People just doing crazy shit. A lot of shit got reason and intention behind it. Ain't nobody really just doing wrong to random people. It's a reason. You done did something to bring that energy to you. A lot of times I come in these places, people show me love. You show me love. I don't get this type of love when I'm in Hollywood. I don't get this type of love other places. So it's a certain love we get from our own people. So I can't go around my own people and be nervous already. What's going to happen?
Right.
I'm going to come in with good energy. I done had people try to bang on me before, right? So look, I'm at 7-Eleven.
What kind of hat you had on? Did you have on that bean hat?
Yeah, I had a bean hat on.
Oh, okay.
So look,
you had that bean hat on.
I'm at 7-Eleven. Dude, he asked me, say, what your chain is? He said, what that made out of? Gold, yellow gold, white gold? I said, oh, this is just silver and crystals. He said, what you got on that's real? I said, good haircuts. I said, yeah, good haircuts. He like, I'm from a neighborhood of Wood. I said, okay. I said, shit, you want me to come cut your hair? I could cut your hair. I said, I'm from Wisconsin. I said, you got a good hair. I said, I come cut you up. He was so confused because I know he was pitching him. Like he was trying to figure out to get a reaction. And I ain't have it for him. I'm like, shit, I cut your hair. I dig in my bag. I give him my card. He just looked at so discombobulated. But I ain't had an issue with him.
Right.
But most people that try to pick an issue with me, I always kill them with the haircut. Right. Because it's like, I'm not the type of person that you looking for to have an issue with. So I'm already going to throw you off when I get to talking to you. Then when I throw the haircuts down, I'll say something crazy to you. I'll be like, oh man, I can't
make
fight.
Me mad. Like, the motherfucker, I'm trying to be funny.
I'm gonna hit you, but I can't fight. You probably whoop the shit out of me, but I don't want no smoke. Now you already disarmed because most people try with people they feel that's trying them. Once you already submit, they put their guards down.
Right. So did you buy that man some nachos and just
I just let him go on by that. He was with a lady. That might have made him send it up. You try to buy a nigga some nachos in front of his lady, he might have to defend
I'm like, man, just give me some nachos in the bag and some other shit.
Yeah, I just gone, got about it, and drove off.
All right, that's good. Where you was at?
I was over in the Valley at the time.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy being in the oddest places, though.
Valley, you fuck with them Valley thug niggas. They don't count.
It be crazy, though. It be like on Hollywood Boulevard, on Rodale.
They don't count.
Them the only time I ever had an issue with somebody that tried something. Everywhere else, it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, you good. And we in Compton. City of Compton. Let them know where you at. You in Compton.
I love Compton.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, you gonna be doing business out here in a minute because I'm gonna be submitting your shit like here, fuck with him. I only submit to the good people.
Yeah, I cut a few people over here before.
Just don't fuck their haircut up. They ain't gonna like that. I'm just kidding.
Man, I done had training. You know, I done went through the $5 days. I done seen niggas that send it up over a haircut.
So yeah, so tell everybody where they can find you at on what platforms they can, get at you.
You can add me on Instagram on BenTheBarber101. That's the main one I use the most. You
got like a Snapchat, a Facebook,
nah,
a Twitter?
I ain't got Snap. I ain't gonna lie, I stopped using Snap because I was like, it's
Snap
a finesse.
Yeah.
Snap make you feel like everything disappeared. It didn't disappear. They can go in their database and pull your conversation back up.
Yeah, exactly. No, what is Snap? Snap is for to be sneaky.
Yeah, Snap.
Okay, that's it.
Snap is for when you out here.
I just use their filter.
Yeah, that's when you out here thotting. But really, I'm like, I don't want no Snap. And I'm cool. I'm gonna work Instagram. I need to get on the new stuff, the TikTok. I need to get on. I got
TikTok. I'm still learning, but I just be putting little stuff up. But it's just okay.
Yeah, I got to get on that because that's for the young people, and the young people is the future.
So do you have a Twitter?
I don't have no Twitter. The only reason I ain't got no Twitter, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna go there. But I ain't dealing with Twitter. Twitter a little bit too. It's too much access on Twitter.
What about Facebook?
I use Facebook, but I try to keep my Facebook with my personal people.
That's crazy. We got the same social medias.
Yeah.
Like I don't have no Twitter. I don't have none of that shit. I don't even be on Snapchat. I do use the little filter things, but that's it. But you got YouTube. I just started my YouTube not too long ago.
I'm working on that.
Okay,
I don't even know if I set it up correctly. I did try to make one, but I don't even know if I got it right.
That was me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Well, so y'all already know. Y'all hear it. Follow him on BenTheBarber101.
Yeah.
Y'all see it. We're gonna put it down below. We always put shit down below for you anyway. Yeah. So is there anybody you want to shout out and
shout out?
Or whatever.
I just want to give appreciation to you for giving me the opportunity.
I appreciate it.
I shout out Kevin Gates because he really helped me since I got to LA. Because when I first got here, I really didn't know how I was going to make it. And at the time, I was just hustling. And when I met him, it was just perfect timing. He offered to take me on a tour. And they asked me how much I want to get paid. I said, I just want to pay my bills, to be honest.
Oh, that's good. Shout out Kevin Gates.
And he made that happen, and he gave me extra, and he's been blessing me since. So, I mean,
matter of fact, I'm having, that's just if y'all want to come. It's in Narco, California. It's not too far, but from Riverside, whatever. But I'm having this thing for the female artists, like a little pool party day event on, it's a pool party day event. And I'm trying to bring out the female artists, like 7 of them. They come perform or whatever. We just support them, salute them and push them because we got a lot of male artists.
You think they want the back of their neck trimmed up?
They right there.
You need a little barber to come get them edges.
We got them bitty bees and stuff. I ain't got none. So, but I need my shit lined up though before it can grow back.
They got the new thing where they just cut it and make you some edges. You just cut your
I don't want that bullshit. I need my follicles to get back in there and to sizzle out. Oh, it's gonna be wigs the rest of my life.
But you putting it together.
I know.
You got it together.
Don't be looking at it like that. I'm gonna put on one of hat on.
Yeah.
But so Kevin Gates, till Kevin Gates, y'all come out there and support these female artists. He might come up on an artist.
Man, it might happen.
It's gonna be swimming pool ass everywhere. You don't want to miss that. I'm telling you, on the 18th, you don't want to miss. Come on, a lot of ass. This girl. Oh, I forgot you. But I'm just saying. It don't hurt to see. No,
it might be something really fun to go network with.
Yeah, it's a networking event. you know, for people that's in the industry and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing big things for the community.
No, I see. You getting it work.
Ain't no gang bang or event. As soon as I see a gang member, the security already know to say, hey, bye.
Hey, all gang members ain't bad people. Some
No, they
good
fuck with,
people.
but it's his business. When it's business, it's business. When I'm ready to thug out, I'm gonna have my blue rag on and, you know, and I let them know.
I ain't get time. I really wanted to go downtown to find some blue flowers, and I can tell she like blue on her page. I ain't get time to go down there yet.
That would have been so perfect.
If I see you again, I'm gonna have to bring you some blue ones.
Okay, you gotta make it happen though.
I gotta make it happen.
I want to see them blue flowers. But shout out to BenTheBarber for coming, y'all. Salute him. You know. Oh, and my brother, he used to try to do the barber. That nigga get his clippers out. And now, but he doing his own shit. Yeah.
Now that's how it started. Really ain't too complicated because it's really not that hard. It's really only a couple basic haircuts. That's why in the beginning I was just looking for clients that had all leave-ins, tapers, and fades. I ain't want nothing else.
You ain't heard nobody shit up?
Nah, I'm like, nah.
You didn't do Kevin Gates twisties? What do you got? Twisties or braids? What the fuck you got?
Braids.
Okay, you ain't did them?
No,
no
braids.
Okay. You just edge up around them.
Yeah, I just do the line.
Kevin Gates, you better stop getting them tapers every 2 days, motherfucker. Every other day.
Hey,
your shit gonna be pushed back.
Hey, you trying to get me back in Wisconsin. You want to see me back in Wisconsin? Huh?
No, keep getting your hair cut, Kevin Gates. You looking good, boy. I'm like, when I looked on your page, I'm like, damn, he on this motherfucker every goddamn day. But that's good. That's a good look. You know, shout out to Kevin Gates and your whole team and whatever you doing. You keep doing it. You know, you setting a good example. Yeah. And I can't wait to this video drop out, this episode just for the kids, the youth. Yeah. You know, because they coming up and they all want to cut hair because they want to cut their homies hair.
Man, it's something everybody can do. I mean, it don't matter if you can't cut hair for nothing. I knew when I first started cutting hair in like 6th grade, I had some clippers from Family Dollar. Mm-hmm. They was just like some little beard trimmers with guards. And I ain't gonna lie, I know I was pushing liners back, giving bald spots, the clipper guards falling off. I done cut my own stuff out, cut it off right here up to bald up to right here. I done tore up a lot of heads. I remember my friend had just got out of jail. He did like a year in county. He come to my house, I cut him up. He had a receding lining. Mm-hmm. You know how it go like this? Yeah. So I'm thinking in my mind, everybody want a straight lining. So I'm thinking it's just like I could cut it straight. So I cut from here to here and cut the middle off.
And it's all gone.
I'm even hitting it with the razor blade. And I wonder why the texture feel funny because it's like where your hair really grow, your skin feel different. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel bad I did my dog like that. Look.
Did you spray it back? Well, they got that spray.
They didn't have spray back then. This was like 2010.
Oh, okay.
So he get up, you gotta think his forehead like this now, because I didn't cut it all the way out.
You can touch it and rub on it.
Yeah, and I'm feeling bad because like he just got out, which made it worse. Like he just got out the day before. Now he got out
on purpose,
and I done messed his head up.
Did you take a picture of it and post it?
Nah, I ain't take no picture.
You should have had that picture. That was like for good times right there. Good times. Did this shit grow back though?
Yeah, it grew back.
Oh, okay.
But I knew it was painful.
You gotta wear a hat. But okay, so yeah, so I want to thank you for coming out again. Like I said, you did good.
Nah, I appreciate it.
And I'm glad you made this your first podcast to get on. Oh my God, I feel so good. I'm about to have a party. I've been already drinking, so excuse me. I've been waiting on your ass. Ooh. So I started drinking already. And yeah, I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for tuning in.
Outside on the mission, nigga. Playing my position, nigga. Gutter in them trenches, nigga. Keep it 100, cause hundreds is all that I'm getting, nigga. On the block, fabulations and some navy blue dickies. Pay attention, chunky, yeah, like I'm playing for the Pistons. I remember doing bad, cuz smoking on the Winstons, nigga. Tripping off myself like this the life that I'm living. Start Mickey Mouse and niggas, don't give a fuck about Benny. Off the A line, cuz start running like image. Shit came easy to a nigga like I was playing in the streets before I double bags, couple of some stacks when I
nigga, yeah, we outside. Yeah, we outside. Yeah, we outside. Yeah, we outside. If you go ride, cause we all slide. Oh, we all ride. It's that best, you know it's about dying. We all outside, you don't walk by. Yeah, we outside. Nigga outside. Yeah, we outside. Yeah, we all fly. Someone out.
Yeah. Damn, complicated.
What?
Complicated.
Caramel?
Yeah, you know that.